And hello.
Hey.
And welcome to Simple Cinema. We are your hosts, Maximilian Simonelli.
And Dustin Braga.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a review of a new film that has just come out.
Yes.
We're going to be looking at Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Yes, a very exciting film.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exciting, is it?
It is.
The fourth solo Tom Holland Spider-Man film.
Yes, it is.
Playing a larger part in the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, for those of you who don't know.
Yes.
Now, we actually got to go on Mass Appeal recently and give our thoughts on this film.
Yes, it is. We did.
We did, actually, yeah. It's in the past. It's in the past. And we thought, since not everyone got to see it, we thought we'd play it for you right now.
Yeah, in case you missed it or just want to relive the experience.
Yeah.
Sure.
So please enjoy us being interviewed by the wonderful Megan Mamlock.
Here we go.
The movie theater is heating up. Spider-Man: A Brand New Day has earned the top spot for grossing $1 billion at the box office and is the fastest time ever. Here to tell us if this is a webtastic film or a flop is Simply Cinema co-hosts Dustin and Maximilian. Thank you both so much for being with us today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you, Megan.
So Spider-Man is probably one of the Marvel movies that I do really like. So let's get into it. This is Tom Holland, Zendaya, Mark Ruffalo.
Yes.
So we have the Hulk in there too.
Yes, we do.
Let's get into it. Tell me what you think about this movie.
Well, Dustin.
Oh, okay.
Put you on the spot.
Oh, thanks. I think Spider-Man Brand New Day is absolutely fantastic. We were promised a groundy, that's a word, grounded, very street-level Spider-Man, and we got it.
We did.
We did. It delivered. The director, Dustin Daniel Cretton, really pulled it off. This is pretty much just Spider-Man incarnate. It's pure Spider-Man.
Yeah.
A little bit of MCU slips in there just because it has to.
Yeah.
Even though the MCU right now is a little messy.
Yeah, it's all about getting to the next big chapter, the next team-up movie. But fortunately, this one felt entertaining in its own right. It wasn't just like filler to get to the next thing.
Right.
So I like that about it.
Yeah.
So Spider-Man has had so many different people play Spider-Man.
Oh, yes.
Who has been your favorite Spider-Man thus far?
Tobey Maguire.
How come?
He's the one I grew up watching. Like, that was my introduction to the character. So when I think of Spider-Man, that's the guy I go
Is
to.
he the original Spider-Man or was there a Spider-Man before him?
Well,
There's a few animated series.
Yeah, there's an animated series. Then there was a very short-lived live-action.
That's right.
Spider-Man, I think, TV movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's our first movie Spider-Man is Tobey Maguire.
Yeah,
Yes.
the first big budget, legit. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So how do all of them differentiate? Because I know it's kind of the classic tale, but it's obviously different. So how do you guys like each kind of type of Spider-Man?
Sure. I would say Toby is really good at the nerdy, kind of like really kind of classic Spider-Man that you'd think of.
Yep.
Andrew is more of the charismatic. He has jokes for days.
He quips a lot more.
Yeah, he does quip a lot more.
Yeah.
Tom, I think, is a good combination of the both.
Yeah, I will say that while he's arguably my least favorite actor that's played the part, he is, I think, a good balance of both. He's a good Peter and a good Spider-Man.
Okay.
But yeah, like in the old days, they had to change some of the source material because not everyone knows the extensive comic book lore. And then you get to Andrew, and it's like, well, let's be a little more accurate, And then with Tom, it's, well, we've seen the same thing happen twice, so let's do a little bit different this time.
So what's the whole plot line for this movie without giving too much away?
Or
is this to kind of give a lot away?
Territory.
So he's back to his roots. He doesn't have the same technology at his disposal.
Okay.
And in order to protect those he loves and cares about, he sort of keeps his identity a secret. But one thing I liked was how he was working a lot closer with law enforcement,
Right.
and he was more of a consultant in crime and
Oh, yeah.
whatnot. So he was doing more Spider-Man stuff as opposed to just piggybacking off of the Avengers.
Yeah.
Which was nice.
Yeah, I do have to follow up on that, and because it took a lot of inspiration from actually the video game Spider-Man,
Of course.
the PlayStation Spider-Man that came out a few years ago, because they have him going with law enforcement and just ground level stuff, and just New York being kind of the backdrop of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like it was a character too.
So should you see the other Spider-Man movies to know what's happening in this one, or are they all kind of individual?
Well, so it gets a little
complicated.
it's clunky here. So you don't need to see the other Spider-Man like Tobey or Andrew movies necessarily. I think you should watch them anyway because I think they're quite good.
Yeah.
But Tom Holland's films are just a small part of a larger franchise. So, like in between his first two movies, you have Infinity War and Endgame, which are really monumental events. So it is like you have to do your homework. You have to watch each film. Otherwise you're just trying to piece it together.
Yeah, I'd say at the very least, watch No Way Home.
Oh yeah,
because that ties directly into Brand New Day.
Yeah, set up for where he is now.
Yeah, and obviously the trilogy that Tom is in will really just kind of cap it all together. But yeah, I'd say at the bare minimum that.
Yeah. Just a quick 25 movies, not a big deal.
So if you had to rate this, is this webtastic or a flop?
I'd say
it was Webtastic. Definitely
Ooh,
my favorite of Holland's movies thus far.
And what else is happening on Simply Cinema that our viewers can tune into?
Sure.
Well, our next topic, we're going to do our favorite film adaptations of books, which we look forward to.
Oh, yes.
And every now and then we do certain, the filmography of certain actors. We just did one. Sam Neill recently passed away, so we had to look at his filmography. And we kind of just pick any topics, like our favorite films that we didn't like. We just did one that was movies that were blatant rip-offs of other movies, and that was
a fun one.
It was fun, but it was very judgmental. it was our harshest episode.
It was our harshest, but I think a lot of fun.
Yeah. Perfect. And if people want to view you guys, whether it's the video or the podcast, you can see your channel, Simply Cinema, on the 22 News Plus app.
That is correct.
Perfect. Thank you both so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Oh,
and
there we
hello.
go.
So that was quite fun.
It was.
We love being on Massfield.
Yeah, thanks again for Megan and Allie, producer.
Mm-hmm. And the powers that be, and 22 News, and all of it.
All of it's great.
Wonderful stuff.
Yeah. But so the reason we show that is because, we can't get everything out in just 4 minutes. Right. So when we come back from break, we're going to have our full fleshed out thoughts.
Yeah.
Of Spider-Man.
We came back just to take a break.
Oh, yeah.
Stay tuned. And welcome back.
Welcome.
So now we're going to have a more in-depth look at Spider-Man Brand New Day. So Dustin, first off, point blank, how'd you like the film?
I really liked it.
Good.
Yes.
Well, that's all, folks. Anyway.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, I got to say, I probably said it in the interview, I'm not sure, but I felt it was the best of Tom Holland's movies thus far.
Yeah.
Or at least of his solo Spider-Man films.
Sure.
Because he's now got the quadrilogy.
He does.
He broke the mold. Doesn't have 2 movies, doesn't have a trilogy. It's a quadrilogy.
Yeah.
But again, these films are they're just like, they're really just episodes in the larger franchise of Marvel, which is why it's kind of difficult to compare these to, let's say, the Tobey Maguire films or even the Andrew Garfield films. Because, when you think about it, the first 2 Tom Holland films, the first one, in between movies 1 and 2, small events like Infinity War and Endgame happened.
It's just a small event.
Monumental stuff happens in between, so it's kind of hard to compare. Like, who has the better trilogy? And I go, well, it's
a little hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think he's become a better Spider-Man. Like the way it comes down to the writing, really.
Of course.
Him getting back to his roots, because let's get the trailer here. This one.
Yes.
That's the image.
No,
that's the one.
There it is.
So, long story short, everyone's mind was wiped at the end of his previous film. Thus, everyone forgot that Peter Parker, spoiler, is Spider-Man.
Yes.
So he doesn't have the Stark tech at his disposal. He doesn't really have the Avengers to help him out. So he's kind of back to being what he's supposed to be, just a grounded, hero, a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah.
As you can see, we have Mark Ruffalo reprising his role as Hulk in this movie, and Bruce Banner, which I was quite happy about. That he's not just Smart Hulk.
Yeah, it was kind of refreshing to see Savage Hulk again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because that's the Hulk that we want to see. Like Smart Hulk is cool, but after a while, you also have Scorpion.
You need Hulk to smash.
Yes, you do. We also had Scorpion reprising as well. They kind of set him up at the end of the first Tom Holland Spider-Man Homecoming.
They did, yeah.
And you have, I forgot his name. Oh, no, John Bernthal. I couldn't think of his name.
Yes.
John Bernthal reprising his role as Punisher. And he and Spider-Man had a great dynamic in this film.
They really did.
They were really funny together.
Yeah, I didn't think they would really play well together, I guess, because...
There's Hulk.
Yeah, there he is.
There he is.
Because their dynamic is... their personalities are very different, but it worked out incredibly well.
It really did. And the thing that I really liked about there's some of the dynamic there. It's really funny in the movie. But the thing I loved about this one was how it felt much more serious than the previous films. Because, he's gone through some really heartbreaking stuff. They show him as Spider-Man not necessarily just doing action, but also, talking to, let's say, law enforcement and kind of working with them. Like, they don't know who he is, but like he's working. It's kind of like, when Batman works with Commissioner Gordon and he's like, I don't know who you are, but we're both on the same team.
Yeah.
So I like that they showed a little bit more of that, and he's got more of a realistic suit, but he's also going through some biological changes.
He is.
Yeah. They talk about he might be evolving. I think that's the end of it.
Yeah, it is.
Here we are. He might be evolving into Man-Spider.
Oh yeah, a lot of people wanted Man-Spider to happen.
Because it's freaky.
It is. Yeah. It's a very also really weird plot line.
Yeah. But it could shake things up.
It could, but I didn't expect them to do it in the MCU because I think that would be a little too weird for them.
Well, without giving too much away, this one, it felt more like, okay, for the moment at least, I've come to control. I have a good balance of the letting go into the savagery and keeping it under control.
Yeah.
Because this film, the trailer alone, as you just saw, I remember looking at it going, this film looks very busy. We got Hulk, Punisher, Scorpion. We have one character who everyone suspected may or may not be Jean Grey. We won't give away who it is, but it was like, okay, so they might be dealing with this. Those red guys, those ninja people, those are the hand. And I'm like, there's a lot going on in this movie.
Yeah.
In addition to like him dealing with his personal struggle with Ned and MJ, coming to terms with who he is.
Yeah, I also had some very similar concerns.
Okay.
This particularly being that I thought they might have been doing a Spider-Man 3 with it. And like there's like a whole bunch of characters and not enough screen time for everyone.
Yeah.
But I think that the way that the writing was and the way that everything was paced, I think it worked very well for what they were trying to accomplish here.
Like this film it's fan servicing, but it also has good writing.
Yeah.
Like I came out of it thinking this was a good movie and not just like filler to see what he's been doing in the meantime because they're setting up Avengers Doomsday and then Avengers Secret Wars, and those are going to be the next like big team up movies. So films like this where it's just one hero, sometimes it can just feel like, well, let's just give you something to watch in the meantime.
Yeah.
This felt like it was good.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. It is the most grounded Spider-Man film.
Yeah.
It feels like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like it's Spider-Man-y of the movie.
Yeah. Back to what he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Still, my personal opinion, not better than Spider-Man 1 or 2.
Yeah.
But nothing will ever top that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah, maybe. They did a subtle thing with mentioning that when he was getting like the webs, and he's like, oh yeah, Peter 2 had organic webbing. He was cool. It's like Peter 2, reference to No Way Home. There it is.
There it is. I really wanted to do a little Toby of like Go Web Go.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that would have been hilarious. Like I mentioned, wait, I actually have real webs now.
Yeah.
Fly.
Fly.
Good stuff.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brand New Day is such kind of a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
I mean, we would wait about 5 years for this movie to come out.
Yeah, that's what was funny is his last solo film was Spider-Man No Way Home came out in 2021.
Yeah.
And we were talking about how like the setting of the timeline in this movie is kind of because one of the previous films, Avengers Endgame, jumped ahead like 5 years.
Yeah.
So it came out in 2019, but that would have it be set in 2024. So then the film comes out in 2021.
It's a lot.
Yeah, we need a roadmap to get around this one.
Yeah. And then we have another time jump in this one.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I don't even know what year it is now.
No.
It's in the future.
It is, yeah.
And it looks a lot like the present.
Yep. But it was good. Overall, I liked the film, and it didn't feel clunky. Like, as much as I liked No Way Home because it brought back some of the fan favorites, it was clunky.
Sure.
In terms of like, oh, this happens because we need this to happen. And I go, that's how we get from point A to B?
Yeah.
Through this very, like hastily written thing?
Yeah, it was... As much as No Way Home is a very big crowd pleaser and very entertaining to watch, it is incredibly fan servicey, and I think that's kind of one of the main goals of it was to be just the ultimate Spider-Man fan service movie.
Because it's a gimmick. Like it's like, oh, if a movie has great CGI, I go, okay, take the CGI out.
Yeah,
is everything else? Is it a good story? Is it well acted, well shot, well directed? If the only thing you have going for it is, again, I say a gimmick, then I go, all right, cool.
Sure.
That's why I have a problem with the John Wick movies, because eventually it's just about, look at the fight choreography. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
There's not really a story here, you know what I mean?
I mean, to be fair, the John Wick movies, going on a little tangent here.
Yeah.
The John Wick movies always had a pretty thin plot.
They did.
Or a very simplistic plot.
I agree. That is true. The first one, I don't know, we're going really on a side tangent here. The first one, to me, felt like, okay, there's a bit of a story, a little bit, and then 2 kind of built on that,
Sure.
like in like the world he's a part of.
Yeah.
Once you get to 3, I go, this is just about, oh look, fight, new fight, other fight, this fight. Oh, I used this weapon this time. I go, it's like watching a fight a fight compilation on YouTube.
See, I thought that was the 4th movie. I felt that exact way. Like
The 4th was like it was the last nail in the coffin, literally.
Yeah, I don't think Keanu wants to do it anymore. Sure. I think he said that he's too old to do all these wicked stunts anymore. But yeah.
Anyway, getting back to Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Actually, speaking of the stunts, they are incredibly good, incredibly well choreographed.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah. I guess they got the stunt team from Shang-Chi, who the director actually worked with on same director from Shang-Chi to Spider-Man, same stunt team. So yeah,
that's cool. You got like some intermingling of like the the other movies that are involved.
Exactly.
That's cool. Because that's the other thing is how the MCU is definitely like a mishmash of like visions of like, no pun intended, but you have like, oh, I did this movie, he did that movie.
Right.
Do these movies fit? Because they do have to.
They do.
You had like Winter Soldier and Ragnarok, which were 2 completely different things.
Right.
In the same universe.
Yeah. That's the thing of what this movie kind of detracts from me.
Okay.
I'm kind of word vomiting here. But it's a really good solo Spidey film.
Yes.
But because it has to connect to the MCU.
Yeah.
And the MCU right now, like I said in our Mass Appeal interview, is that it's a bit of a mess right now.
It is.
So trying to connect this messy MCU-ness back to the Spider-Man, it gets a little clunky in those parts.
It does.
So that's what kind of breaks it up. But yeah, it's
getting bigger and big. They keep bringing in more characters, which they do have to. So it's like a leapfrog effect. Like it used to be, oh, the last time we saw this character was like 2 years ago, and we haven't seen him since. Now it's like they're coming out with a show, Vision Quest.
Yes.
And it's like, oh yeah, remember like the White Vision?
Yeah.
We have not seen him in 5 years in anything. And it's like, so now you got to like replay and either watch a YouTube, like here's everything you missed or here's everything you forgot.
Yeah.
Or you got to rewatch the show. It's just a big leapfrog effect. It keeps getting bigger and bigger, and it's going to collapse on itself eventually.
Probably.
They either reset or they push people to the curb.
If Secret Wars does stick to its comic grounds, then we're probably going to get it at least like maybe a soft reboot.
Maybe.
But at least more focused character groups.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Like Thunderbolts kind of tried to do that.
It tried.
It was okay, mostly. I thought it was okay.
I had fun with it.
Yeah.
All right. Why don't we take a quick break?
Sure thing.
And then we'll come back with our final thoughts
on Spider-Man Brand New Day. And welcome back.
Oh, hey.
So our final thoughts. We actually have the
picture.
Is it?
It's B.
It's B. Thank you.
B.
Image B. There it is. So here we have the cast of Spider-Man: Brand New Day, and it's funny.
A great group.
I know. I like how there's one guy in here who was really only in the movie for like a solid minute.
Yeah.
Like an actual minute.
Right.
Yeah. And I knew enough about it. It's Tombstone is the character.
Yes.
And I knew nothing about the character except what he looked like. Mm-hmm. So when they was like, oh, they do say his name. It's like, oh, yeah, there's Tombstone. I go, well, he came and went.
Yeah.
It's like, we're not using him at all for the rest of the film.
Yeah, there's a few enemies in here that during our little time skip, there's a montage.
Yeah.
And he's one of them.
And like I said, I just wish they utilized more of Scorpion, because I actually liked Spider-Man Homecoming.
Sure.
More or less. Because, in no small part owing to Michael Keaton as Vulture. I thought he was a really good villain.
Yeah. One
of the better villains of a solo movie.
Sure.
And I don't know, I thought Scorpion could have been on par with that. And they didn't do enough. There's room to do more with him, but right. I'm like, I wish they could just,
Yeah.
So
I think Scorpion in this one was just kind of used as a plot device.
Exactly.
And not necessarily the character.
Yeah, that's true. And there were a few other, like I said, I think maybe he and Punisher probably got the most out of this movie.
Yeah.
Like I said, Scorpion was only there for a minute. The Hulk was really only used to kind of mirror, like, oh, what if Spider-Man loses control as Man Spider?
He's there to explain things.
Exactly. So, and Hulk loses control, which then I guess shows Peter that he has to keep control, or at least find the balance,
right,
between like just letting it all go and keeping it under control. So that was nice.
It was.
But yeah, there was fan servicing, but not too much.
I guess so.
film.
Yeah. Like I said, it is a very solid solo Spidey film.
Yeah, he was fighting his own people, like as much as I like No Way Home. It's like, what does it say when to get people to like the villains, we have to bring in the fan favorites from the other Spider-Man films?
Yeah,
it's like, what are we doing here?
Right.
So
yeah. Another thing I really liked before we wrap this up is the emotional scenes.
Yes.
The emotional weight. All those scenes, they really let them play out and wasn't broken up by any jokes or any asides or somebody just interrupting the scene.
Yep.
Let them play out and just let us sit with it.
Yeah. Like I said, it was the most serious of his other 3 movies.
Oh, yeah.
So far.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And it was good. It felt, almost felt like what we used to have, like a good balance of like, it's also a good movie and not just like, well, it's a good Spider-Man movie. It's a good superhero movie.
Right.
It needs to also be a good movie.
It does.
That's
kind of the benchmark that we always try.
Yeah.
And on the docket next is Doomsday.
That's right. That's the big one, and it's gonna. There's a lot of people coming back, and like certain people are gonna have to be killed,
obviously,
to have weight of the film.
Yeah,
but it'll be nice to see them one last time.
Sure.
As much as I gripe about like, oh, it's just fan servicing, I go, I still like it.
Yeah, we still want to go watch it.
Exactly. Ewan McGregor came back as Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton came back as Batman. Toby came back as Spider-Man. I go, all right, it's a crutch, but guilty pleasure. Yeah. So
I guess we'll march to the cinema.
I know, right? It's like, twist my arm, I'll see it.
Yeah.
So we'll see what Doomsday has to offer. Hopefully it'll be good.
Yeah. I'm expecting so.
Yeah. But get out there and watch Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Yes.
Watch the other Spider-Man films too.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Brand New Day is making so much
money.
Yeah. It's breaking a lot of box office records.
That's right.
It's honestly absolutely insane. It might become the first movie to break $1 billion domestically.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. And I like to think that we played a small part in that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Spider-Man.
That's right. So anyway, thank you as always for tuning in, watching us.
Yeah.
We have more episodes lined up. I'm not going to tell you what they are.
No, of course not.
But they're going to be good.
Yes, they're going to be quite amazing, honestly.
That's right. The Amazing Spider-Man.
The Amazing Spider-Man.
Nice. See what you did there. Even wearing the shirt.
Yeah, see. Look at
today.
Look at that.
Nice.
The Amazing Spider-Man.
Nice.
I came in costume. I came prepared.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Actually, we're going to be off next week.
Oh, that's right. I lied.
Oh, no. So I'm sorry.
Okay, so see you the following week.
Yes, we will be back in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
But until then, watch movies.
Yes.
Watch Spider-Man movies. Watch Marvel movies.
Watch other movies.
You can watch DC movies.
Yeah.
If you want to.
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
All right.
Have a good time all the time.
Always and forever.
And on that, we'll see you.
Bye.